Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the dramatic short film Rewriting Mallory. And this is from director Emerson Adams, written by Malcolm Vanderwood, and this film focuses on the parallel stories of two young folks who are struggling in their messy realities of holding things together. We have a young man, Joshua, dealing with the grief of the passing of his sister, who's struggling with his writing and trying to process his feelings through this writing. And also Mallory, a young woman who seems to always be one step behind and finds her life crumbling around her. And how these two stories are connected comes in an interesting bit of storytelling and thematic metaphor. And first off, this film, you can definitely tell, was made with a much smaller budget, and there's some limitations in terms of some of the filmmaking elements. And maybe it feels a little bit tad melodramatic with some of the choices of music. But there's a lot of heart and soul in this story and a lot of emotion. This deals with heavy themes of losing a sibling, dealing with unfortunate diagnoses, losing a job, losing opportunities. And I think the two performers here, we have playing Joshua, Jonathan Irwin, and Tammy Sano, who plays Mallory, I think both do a fine job of really channeling that emotion. I think Sano really does well as Tammy, as Mallory, who's saddled with a lot in over a course of a day. And the storytelling and how this is all connected is done in a clever way that really represents how much writing can be a catharsis for us as we process through our emotions, and also an interesting perspective on the ownership of who we write and the characters we create and what our creative choices and effects on them wind up really being. This is an interesting exploration of that. And you have some fine supporting turns here, including Timothy J. Cox, who plays a particular character, has a really interesting interaction with Mallory. He brings a lot of personality to the table as a supporting character. But really, this is Irwin and Sano's film where they are the emotional anchors to this whole entire journey. And I think they do a really fine job of bringing a lot to the table in this little clever story that processes a lot of challenging themes. But those are my thoughts on Rewriting Mallory. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.